welcome to class. Welcome to lesson 23. Okay, at the end of this class, you should be able to read words with double letter spellings. You should be able to read words with different spellings for the sound. You should be able to ask and answer questions about key details in the text, the fifth. Okay, tricky words review. We are about to review all the tricky words that has been taught. Yep. We review all the tricky words that have been taught. This is tricky word what? Or, that's good. This is tricky word or. I want or cookie. This is tricky word I. This word is always an uppercase. It comes in an uppercase, especially when you are using it to talk about yourself. I. Can you say that again? I have a dog. Good. Now the next one is no. Oh, no. Oh. Let me segment no for you. This is how to segment no. And oh. This is the O sound. Oh. Oh, no. And this is I. Tricky word I. Let me segment it. Let me segment it for you. I'm trying to. I. Good. This is I. Okay, that's good. And this is tricky word so. We had so much fun. The same way you segmented no, that's the same way you segment so too. And this is tricky word of. Of. This is or and of. I'm sorry I used it too close to cover it. Let me do that again. Let me use the bottom part. Or and tricky word of. Okay. The next one is. Is that true? Okay. And this is two. Do you want to play tag? Tricky word, two. And I told you it is not to, but two. That's good. Tricky word, all. All. He has all my books. This is tricky word, some. Some. I would like some rice, please. This is tricky word, from. For let me segment it. For or This is how to segment tricky word, from. He is from Alaska. And this is tricky word, word. Word. Do not say a single word. And this is tricky word are. We are happy. Tricky word were. We were at the grocery store. This is tricky word have. I have a milkshake. This is tricky word one. Let me segment tricky word one for you. I'm using the down part. Stroke or stroke and stroke. So we have on one. I have one fish. This is tricky word once. I once had a fish. This is tricky word do. What do you want to read? This is tricky word two. Two. Okay. This is the last. This is the last slice of pizza. This is tricky word the. It's segmented as and or the. Okay. This is tricky word who. Who has my doll? And this is tricky word said. Did you hear what I said? Ed said. This is tricky word says. He says, happy birthday. Okay. During our last lesson, we reviewed some consonant sounds. We're going to see some more consonant sounds. Here is an example of a consonant sound. And this is letter what? Letter B. That's good. What are some more examples of consonant sounds that you know? I know others too. I know I know L, I know F, I know Z. Okay. Okay, let's see some. Oh. Okay, the K, and T. So consonant sounds are made with part of the mouth touching each other or monomentary closed. It is made with the mouth closed, totally closed, or partially closed. the flow of air leaving the mouth in a consonant when making a consonant sound is slowed or stopped. Some of the letters make the flow of air to stop, while some of the letters make the flow of air to be slow while leaving the mouth. Okay? Now most words contain consonant sounds. Many consonant sounds can be written with either a single letter or with two of the same letter. Many consonant sounds are written with either the single letter or two of the same sound. Don't worry, you'll get more explanation of this. What sound does this letter stand for? This is letter B. That's good. Letter B. Okay? Now, this spelling is another way to write the B sound. We always call this one double letter. And that does not mean when you want to pronounce the word, you will use the B, B. No, it stands for one sound. So this spelling is another way to write the B sound. Just like bed, the B sound is written with the spelling B, bed. And the other one, where it is double, the B sound is written with the spelling B. So this is bed and ebb. This one that has two letters, two B, two letter B, is not a ebb, ebb, no. You don't sound it as ebb, no. Because even if there are two letters, they stand for one sound. So it is ebb, and not ebb. Do you get me? Okay. Now what does this letter stand for? Letter D. Okay, D. Good. This spelling is another way to write the D sound. Okay? Just like the B I just explained. The first one here is D, dog. The D sound is written with the spelling D, og. And here, the D sound is written with the spelling D. So we have a single letter here and double letter. Double letter ad. This is ad and not added. Okay? Let's keep going. What sound does this letter stand for? That's good. It stands for letter F. The spelling is another way to write the F sound. This is another way to write the F sound. Remember, you don't pronounce it as F, but you pronounce it as one. Okay? Here we have on, the first one. For on, fun. And the other one is to off, stuff. Please do not say to off, no. But say to off, stuff. And what sound does this letter stand for? Letter G. That's good. G. G. Et, get. Egg, egg. The first one is single letter, while the second one is double letter that makes one sound. So we have G, et, the first one, and egg, the second one. It is not egg, but egg. Okay? What sound does this letter stand for? L. The L is another way to write the L sound. The first one here is single, L, egg, just one L, egg, leg. While the other one is double letter L. So we have B, L, bell. Please do not say B, L, no, but B, L, bell, okay? What sound does this letter stand for? Sound, okay. This spelling is another way to write the sound. The first one here is add, mad. It's a single letter, while the other one is double letter end, comment. Okay? Good. Now, what sound does this letter stand for? Sound. That's good. This spelling is another way to write the sound. The first one we have eat, seat, and the other one is the s, dress. It is not the s, but the s, dress. Okay, the letter K in slashes stand for the sound K. Okay, this is sound K. What sound does this letter stand for? This one, the purple one, it is K. This one is K. This one is K. Okay. Think of another word that contains the k sound spelled with k. You know, most times this sound intertwines each other. Both of them have similar sounds, so we can use them just like we use them together. You can use it to exchange. Most times when we are segmenting and we see letter C, we change it to K. They have the same sound, okay? So this is cat. We have can, candy, candle, ink. There's one that have C. Okay, let me use C so that it won't confuse you. C. And here, what sound does this letter stand for? K. Again, like in kid, kangaroo, carrot, kiwi. They are all the same. Now, what sound does this letter stand for? Both of them coming together now. They stand for what? They stand for K. Good. So think of another word that contains the K sound spelled with K. We have the duck here, duck. K, K. And we have other words with the K sound. Chick, stick, black, duck, stick. So it's K, K, black. Stick, stick. Chick, chick. K, K, K. Okay, that's the sound. The spelling K is like the double letter spellings that you've learned. It never comes at the beginning of a word. No, you can't see this K sound at the beginning of a word. It only appears only at the end or in the middle of longer words. It can appear only at the end or in the middle of longer words. So here is a spelling for the K sound that you can find in black. The power bar shows that this is not a common spelling. This is not a common spelling. The K sound is not a common spelling. Now we have some words with them. We have the single ones and the double letter. So under the single letter C, we have cat, cash, and cap. Single letter K, we have kid, keys, and skin. When they are both together, we call them double letter CK. So we have duck, back, and fick. Now it's time to read the fish. The last story you read was about a cat, right? That was on board the cat. It was about a cat. Now today you will get to read about another type of pet. And that type of a pet. Gnat has or fish. Gnat has or fish. Gnat has or fish. Now let's preview the spellings. These are the spellings you are going to see in the story. The first one is sh, where we have sheep and splash. The other one is ch, where you have cheap and lunch. You will see the apostrophe in today's story. Apostrophe shows ownership. This orange, let me try and write and see this orange. Yes, this one is called an apostrophe. It's like this. It's not a comma. It's not comma. It is apostrophe. It shows ownership. So you are going to see it in it, not, bet, and don't. Okay, now let's read the fish. This is a snapshot of gnat fish. The fish swim and splash and munch on fish snacks. The cat smells the fish. It can press on the glass. It can grab at the fish, but it cannot get them. I'll read again. The fish. This is a snapshot of gnat's fish. The fish swim and splash and munch on fish snacks. The cat can smell the fish. It can press on the glass. It can grab at the fish, but it cannot get them. Why? Because the fish, they are all inside a glass called aquarium. Yeah. Okay. There will be no questions for this story. No. I'm going to see you in lesson 24. So don't forget to work on your worksheet 23.1 and 23.2. Bye for now.